with a layout share. I've been collecting all of my layouts from January all the way through to April today, and I figured once I kind of filled up this iris container, it was probably time to share it with you guys. So a lot of these have videos and you've seen the processes for them. They're from different series, but some of them don't. I've actually been doing a lot of scrapping without filming it, just trying to get back to that kind of just joy of scrapbooking, for the joy of creating and documenting and taking my time and not having to worry about the editing process and the voiceovers and that kind of thing on the other side of it. My mojo's been a little waning lately, just with the pressures of life and kind of a crazy 2022. And so yeah, I thought it was important to take some time to re-establish and reconnect with my joy of scrapbooking. And as much as I love editing, I really do love creating videos. I love the voiceovers. I love the whole process. I love my community and connecting with you guys. It is a lot of hard work, and so sometimes I kind of felt like it was becoming work rather than just something I really enjoyed doing and something I wanted to share with you. So a lot of these are layouts you haven't seen before, especially the ones for March for Christy's 30 Days of Sketches. Those are almost all new, I think. I will put them on Instagram where I can kind of show you the sketch and the layout side by side. I'll probably do just a couple a day until I'm all caught up. So please go check out my Instagram, follow me, subscribe here if you haven't already subscribed. I would absolutely love the support. I'm trying really hard to grow my channel and get it to that next step of 2,000 subscribers. And if you know anybody who you think would like my videos, please send them my way. I would love for them to join our little family. Chat with me down below. If I miss giving you any details, leave me comments and I can answer them all. I'm pretty good at answering everybody's comments. I love to chat with you guys. So all that being said, let's just jump right into it. Grab a coffee or a tea. I have my tea here. It might start getting dark. I might have to turn on my ring light. It's kind of dark and gray and blustery and snowy outside. We're having a crazy April. So yeah, hopefully the light holds and it's not too shadowy. And let's jump into it. So I have here two kind of ongoing projects that I've been doing. I'm just gonna put this one to the side for a second. So this is something I created for the Wild Whisper team, and there is a blog post for it and a process video coming up. I don't have any pictures added into it, and I kind of wanted to do the process videos kind of back to back so you can see the whole thing. So as soon as I get that video done where I'm actually putting the pictures in, then I will post both of them. But it's on the blog if you want a little bit more detail and some close-up photos. But it's a mini album that I created with their camping collection. I just love this collection. I like that they kind of took it in two different directions. So you can buy ephemera that is more for your tenting, camping, and ephemera that's more if you're like a travel trailer kind of camper. Also, a lot of this stuff just works for general kind of outdoorsy hikes and that kind of stuff. So I really love the collection. It works well with their adventure stuff as well. So I love that about Wild Whisper, that you can really combine a lot of their collections together. So I just took two pieces of thick chipboard. This came from a pack that is meant to create a little mini album, but I just took two of the pieces for the front and back covers, covered them up. I've got some paper here, some of the ephemera, some of the journal cards. This was a full collection, so there's stamp sets and the ephemera, papers, journal packs, sequins, the whole shebang, including a stencil, which I used on this side. to create these fun little bears. I just used some Heidi Swapp Color Shine to smush through with my texture paste to kind of get that color. And then I just created these base pages. Not all of them have a lot of ephemera because I want to save room for the pictures, and then I'll add more embellishment on top. But I just liked putting the pages together and kind of seeing how that all came together. So a lot of these are 12 by 12 pages that I cut down to the right size. And then I just added some of the journaling cards to give me some spots for, you know, either a mat for a picture or journaling. I added lots of spots for pockets. I'm not entirely sure how many pictures I'm going to end up printing and how many I'm going to do really little versus a little bit larger. So I love having the pockets where you can slip in more than one. In some of these spots where I did put ephemera, I don't glue them all the way down so that I can make sure to slip the pictures in where I need them to go. Again, here's a spot where I didn't fully glue down this journaling card in case I wanted to tuck something in or turn it into a pocket. I did use some journaling cards just the way they are, the 4x6 ones, and then that way I have different sizes to my pages. I created a shaker pocket. Here is just a flip out. This is actually the cover page that you get with all of the Wild Whisper collections. They do a bonus print on the back, so sometimes the bonus print is what I use, but in cases like this where I'm able to use just the like snippet of patterns, I guess, or the sampling of patterns on one side and then the bonus print on the other, I thought that worked out really well. These are branding strips, and I just wrapped them around so that on this side I have a fun little feature I can pull open, maybe add some pictures. I don't know, you just kind of go with the flow. I like to make the base pages and then I take all the pictures and kind of make them work within the base pages. Here's some ephemera, but I've got a spot for a picture here, spot for a picture here. This I kind of left open if I wanted to use it as a bit of a pocket or whatever. This card I left completely blank, and same with this one. So lots of space for pictures or journaling, whatever I want. And because I use these binder rings, I can always add more pages if I need to. This page, I just made a pocket. So I added some ephemera, and then I can slip my pictures in here. Here's another kind of flip out page that I made. This one I made as a tip-in, and then this is the back cover. So that is my cute little mini album. I really, really like how it turned out. I'm excited to print the pictures, but I didn't want to jump the gun. I haven't printed in a long time because our Costco doesn't have printing anymore, and just, you know, all the things that happened with COVID and such and such. So I'm trying to make sure I go in order, and I'm printing a little 2020, a little 2021, and a little 2022 kind of in batches. So I'm almost at August 2021, and then I will put this together with the pictures and I'll let you know how it turns out. I also have been working away on my Christmas 2021 December daily, so all of these have process videos to them. I'm just sharing a couple pages every 25th of the month for the Christmas In series and kind of following the 20 Days of Christmas that Virginia did with Confessions of a Paper Addict, as well as some of the prompts from Miranda's Christmas Memories series. I have all the cut files printed out, so I have 20 different cut files that I'll be using for 20 of the pages, and then there were prompts with each of those cut files, and then using Miranda's prompts for the rest of them. So I'm kind of working away at them. They're all in various stages of development and backing and all that kind of stuff, but I'll show you what I have so far. There is a process video for the cover explaining where the album came from and all of that, and then I've got this first page. So the December is the cut file, and I just turned it into a shaker pocket. So on this side I have day 1, here I have day 2. It'll be both sides of this page. So I've got just my little pocket here where I can put some pictures and kind of tell the story of our Griswold tree that we ended up getting. And then on this side, the new tree that we ended up getting to replace the Griswold tree. Here is my little Tim Biebs box with a pocket opening here so I can put the pictures in there. I don't have anything on the back because I'm not quite sure which days those are gonna go with. I made this little kind of album that opens up and uses the tags from one of the cut files. I think the prompt for this was mixed media, so I just did some fun mixed media on each of these tags, and then I can put the pictures on the back. And they just kind of fold up. And I put a little flare there so I can actually wrap this around and keep it closed. Here the file is the little baubles, and I just didn't glue down these 3, so I have lots of space to put the picture or whatever I want to put, and then I can stick them down over top. This is my little coffee cup that I did. I just freehanded the shape of the coffee cup. I kind of used one of the base pages that is an original page from this album as my guideline for how big I needed the cup to be, and then I turned it into this little kind of pull out, so that's what it'll look like on this side, and I can put a picture there or some journaling. And then on the back side, again, I can put some pictures here or some journaling. I also made this into like a little belt or strap so I can tuck some other things in there, and then it just closes back up. It doesn't close as good from the back as it does from the front. Here we go. The prompt was Cup of Good Cheer, so that's where the title came from. This was for Miranda's series. I think it was to create a page about like feeling frosty or the snow or something along those lines. Nothing on the back because I wasn't quite sure yet. So it could be day 8 and do front and back, or it may end up being day 9. We'll see. Here is day 11, also one that was done for Miranda's series. So I have this little pullout that I can put pictures on. I can also put a picture right here. The prompt was Christmas carols or your favorite songs. So I went ahead and wrote what my favorite Christmas song is. I wrote some of the lyrics on here just to document that. This is a fun little shaker pocket that I did. The process video explains how I made the little lights inside. That's the cut file. And then the last page that I have done here, oh no it isn't, I have one other page after this. I have this page that is just a flip, so it kind of opens up and there's lots of space for journaling and pictures. The cut file obviously is the joy. I put that on day 20 because I think I know what I want to put on this one. And then the last page that I have here is to document our baking. The cut files are the gingerbread men. And I just turned this one into a big pocket so that I can put a ton of pictures of all of our baking. I could put some on the back too. I haven't decorated that back yet, but we'll see how it goes. I made the little baking tray, and yeah, I just think these turned out so super cute. I love them. And so that is as far as I've gotten. And I'll just keep going. Every month I'll post a couple extra pages, and then hopefully by maybe November or December, we'll see, I will get all the pictures put into the album so you can see the full thing. So those are the 2 little mini projects I have that have kind of been ongoing. And then here are all my layouts. So I'm going to pop this open. I think we need some light, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. Hopefully it isn't too distracting or too glary on the picture. That's the only problem with the ring lights. So this is a layout that I created for Wild Whisper using their Little One collection. So it's just this really fun kind of generic collection. It's a lot of sort of yellows and these earthy tones and some greens. So you can use it for girls or boys. But again, they went with some baby girl ephemera, baby boy ephemera, 2 different stamp sets, so you can kind of pick what works best for you. So I just put together a bunch of these papers and the ephemera. I used the stencil, which is this gorgeous rainbow. And again, this is actually just some watercolor that I smushed through it and started with some yellow, added a little bit of orange, and kind of just gave myself a gradient in the same way that this paper has that feeling. And I documented a picture of myself as a baby, which I really, well, I've never done it, I don't think. So me with my papa and my grandma, and I'm wearing kind of a little yellow and orange, so I thought that this would work really well. There's no process video for this one, but they do still have this collection in stock, so definitely go and check out the link. You can use my discount code DTGen if you want to get 10% off of your purchase. Let them know that I sent you, and yeah, this one was fun to put together. This is a layout that I created for the 3rd anniversary of How to Kill a Kit with Style. I threw together a hop with some prompts on different ways to kind of take the whole theme of celebration and the number 3. So again, go watch the video if you want to see what all the different prompts were that we had to use to create our layouts. But this is the one that I put together, getting all the prompts in there and documenting the first day that Kaylin actually met the boys. So I think this was maybe day 3. No, I think this was day 4 of us actually meeting the boys as well. Day 4 in our transition, and you can just see like the utter joy in her face at meeting her baby brothers, and she was just smitten with them. So this one was a lot of fun to put together, and the memories were just really, really nice to think back on. There is a process video for that one. This is one I put together for the Rediscover Your Stash challenge that was in January. So just documenting some of my reading that I do whenever we're on vacation out at the lake. Actually, this was when we were at the Blue Cabin. Not the same year as the mini album is going to be. This was a different year. But we love the little blue cabin that our friends have up in the mountains. So no process video for that one. This was created for February's Scrap 5 series. One of the prompts was to scrap lift somebody, so I hopped onto Pinterest, found a layout that I really liked, and then scrap lifted it, and then used all of the other prompts, the 4 other items that we had to use to create our layout. There is a video for this, and it's also on my Instagram. I love this one. This layout was created for Wild Whisper as well, and also for Everyday Inspiration. So the inspiration was a picture from Jackie. It was her shopping cart. So that's sort of where I got the angles and kind of cut this section, was to make it look like the same angle as her picture, where she's kind of looking down at her shopping cart. And I used the Wild Whisper collection that my amazing friend Jen designed for them, called Until We Eat Again. And I documented a little COVID date that Sean and I went on where we got some takeout and sat in the car and ate our food. This one was so much fun to put together, just kind of like playing with the different angles and all the ephemera pieces, and I love how it turned out. This layout was created for February's Craft IQ challenge. That is a challenge where every day for the first 7 days of the month you get basically a layer of your layout. So you can either put each element together day by day and build a layout, or you can just collect all of the elements, and once you have all 7 of them, you can find a way to put them together. Sometimes it depends on what the layers actually are, whether you can kind of get started and do a little bit every day, or if you have to wait for a couple of layers before you can actually start building things. So this one I jumped right in. Day 1, started building it. Then there was a bonus challenge. So after you have your 7 days, Jackie does a live and you can go and watch her build her layout, and then she gives you a bonus challenge. And this one was actually to twist your whole layout, so it was a bit interesting. You should go check out the video to see how I kind of pulled everything up and twisted it all around. But I love how it came out. I love this series because I end up using a lot of things that I wouldn't normally. So like tons of ribbon here. I did some embossing. There's stickers. There's these kind of like interesting stickers I got from Dollar Tree. There's little clips. It's just lots of fun, and definitely gets me out of my box and kind of creating some unique things. And then because these actually were on the same day, the videos were posted on the same day, I decided for Stretch the Sketch to kind of take what I had done with this layout and stretch it into a second page. So this one does use a sketch to kind of go off of, whereas this one didn't. But I took a lot of the same elements, a lot of the same papers, the snowflakes, a lot of the same kind of ribbon and stuff like that. And so they're a 2-page layout in the sense that they're from the same day, it's from the same event, and a lot of the elements are the same, but they're not exactly the same. And so you can read them side by side, or you can read them as individual layouts. And I love how both of them turned out. So you can check out both of those videos. This one I created for Off the Board in February, so this is a scrap lift from a layout that I found on Pinterest. All the information is in the video as well as on my Instagram, but I just love the like tumbling of hearts here and all the different textures. So there's paper hearts, there's stickers, there's wood veneer, there's little glass hearts, there's sequins. I just think it came together so pretty, and I used Paige Evans' Wonder Collection to get these bright pops of color. And it's not really a Valentine's layout. It's actually a picture that was taken at Christmas, but I liked kind of all the Valentine's-y colors, and it was for February, so I was kind of going with all those Valentine's feels, but I just love how this one turned out. It's very bright and happy. This layout was created for his 1,500 subscriber hop that we did to celebrate her reaching that milestone. So I scrap lifted one of her layouts and just kind of put my own spin on things. So I used different types of pictures here. In February, I really enjoyed using old pictures. So that old baby picture of me, this, the picture from the last layout is actually quite old. That is when Kaylin was, I think, 5. Maybe 4. She was pretty young. And then these are old pictures from when she was like 18 months old in one of those photo booths, and it was just me and her. And then I pulled stickers and chipboard and just elements from all over the place in my How to Kill a Kit with Style kit, and just threw them all together with some mixed media in the background. This cut file is from Paper Issues. And yeah, this was just a really, really fun layout to put together. I love doing stuff like this. This layout was created for a Scrappers Topsy-Turvy Valentines. So that's a series that Rebecca and I actually host, where every month we pick sort of the theme of the month or the occasion of the month, and we find a way to just give it a little bit of a twist so that you can have a chance to document something sort of within that theme, but maybe not the same old stuff that you document all the time. So for Valentine's Day, our twist was to document something rather than someone that you love. So not your husband or your wife, your partner, your significant other, your children, no people in your life, because we do document them most of the time. The twist was to document something in your life that you love and use all your fun Valentine's stash, your pinks and your hearts and your, you know, fun lovey-dovey stuff, and document that other thing. So for me, I documented having just that kind of relaxing time where you sit, have a piece of homemade pie, have some coffee, and you just relax and kind of enjoy being in the moment. And I talked a little bit about sort of how that happens for me in the video, so you can go and check it out. But it was just kind of fun to document something about myself that I probably wouldn't normally document. I probably would have just thrown this picture into my project life and not really talked any more about it. This is a layout that I created for Confessions of a Paper Addict's 3rd birthday. So the challenge or the fun hop theme was obviously birthday. So Virginia invited us to all pick a cut file that we wanted to use to create some sort of celebratory birthday themed layout. So this is our little guy's 2nd birthday. He's super into trains. So of course I picked the trains and tracks cut file. I did some embossing on the tracks and a little bit of mixed media, and then I just added some fun little Thomas stickers, which was the theme of his birthday, and that's it. I love the steam with the twos kind of blowing out. I do have a companion page that I'll be building where I'll put a better title and kind of show the little birthday t-shirt that my friend made for him. I think it says Choo Choo I'm 2, so I thought I would use that as the title for the other page, but I just love how this came together, and it's just kind of different and fun and whimsical. This is a layout I created for Mix It Up Mondays. That is a monthly series that happens where you get a sketch and you're just invited to add something to the mix. So some mixed media, some stitching, something else, something maybe that you don't normally throw into your layout, just to mix up the sketch a little bit. So here, of course, you can see all of that gorgeous mixed media that I did in the greens. Green is Sebastian's favorite color, and so when I found these pictures documenting him snuggled up with Luna, reading some of his work, this was back in 2020, so homeschooling and kind of snuggled up reading, I just had to use the greens. This was created in March as well, so I was going with the greens kind of like in February. I was doing all the pinks, and I just pulled little bits of ephemera from all over the place to get all the green things I could in here. So I love how this turned out. I've got a little stenciling, and yeah, I think it's so cute. I love it. Okay, give me 1 sec to do a quick tea break. I can feel my voice going. I am still not recovered. This is my 3rd week with COVID, and I think because I just have always had ENT issues and bronchitis and allergies, that's what COVID seems to attack, and so it's hitting me a little bit harder. It's just taking a lot longer to leave, and my voice I can feel is getting raspy, so I apologize for that, but I do really want to show you guys, and I'm feeling a whole lot better than I was, so I'm really looking forward to getting back into the swing of things with creating videos here.